Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
So we have a guest. Not a tool. You brought a tool over? You have a drill. We're podcasting. You're just like 1 second. Stay here. Good girl.
I'm just trying to make these $20 mic stands from Amazon work. Like, just f***ing stay. This is what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready. Check one.
I'm ready too. Welcome back to Should We Leave? The podcast where we show up, overshare, and then immediately consider leaving. I'm Luisa Lang.
And I'm Daniel Head. And in this episode, I unveil my absolutely insane but really cool vision for my wedding.
And I share my one wedding non-negotiable.
We talk about what's going on with your memories on the photo app.
Plus, we discuss the art of hate comments. If you're gonna be mean, at least be good at it.
Yeah, be good.
Be creative.
Be fucking creative. All that and more Pink Couch discussion on episode 007 of Should We Leave? Well, welcome to episode 007. I had originally planned for us to do full suits and ball gowns. We were going to film live in Las Vegas at a casino.
On the table.
On the table.
Reds and blacks.
1,000 on black.
But I didn't know anything about the movie, so I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, all right, fine.
I was like, fine.
We'll just wear what it was.
I also didn't think that 007 would come so quickly.
I never thought we would see the day. When you said it, I was like, we're going to be 40.
That's miles.
We're going to be 40
away.
when we get to episode 7. But like, lo and behold. Also, I just want to say, if anyone's watching the episode on YouTube or on Spotify, my dog is shaking like she's in an ASPCA commercial. Just know that she's fine, and that's her regular state of existence. Like, she just vibrates.
She just vibrates.
She's not nervous. She's not abused. She's not hungry. She is very happy. She just shivers.
Well, she's very small.
Well, I think, yeah, so I've looked it up before. It's like, when I first got her, I was like, what the hell is going on? So I looked up, why do Chihuahuas shake so much? And it's like, Chihuahuas can shake because they're hot, cold, excited, scared, happy, mad. I'm like, what? How do I narrow this down?
Is there a process of elimination?
Like, okay.
Do you want to come over here, Kalani?
Hi, Kalani. Oh my God.
Kissing. Giving kisses.
Oh,
Kalani Kuni.
she's like so freaking cute.
She loves me now. Okay, we've
Major
made
breakthrough.
This is history. It's been
You're watching history.
It's been a long time. Normally, when I first met Maisie,
She screamed at him.
she hated me, and we told the story about me putting a wig on, and it was fine.
But even when you put the wig on, it was still a little bit like she was never fully there the way she is now.
Now she's like chosen me.
Maisie, come sit with mommy. Come here. If you jump down.
No one's gonna hurt you.
I know, she's always like. She has changed a lot of people's opinions about Chihuahuas, I will say.
Really?
Everybody who gets to know her is like, damn, I never thought I would like a Chihuahua, but like, I love her.
I just don't see her as a Chihuahua for some reason.
I know, but she so is.
A Chihuahua I see is like those really old Chihuahuas with the crusty nose.
Yeah, that'll be her one day.
The ones that can barely walk.
With their bulging foreheads. So she's a deer head Chihuahua. There's deer head and apple head.
So this is the nice one.
Deer head is she's gorgeous and sleek, and she looks like a baby deer. Apple heads are the ones that have the big bulging forehead and the short little 90-degree nose, but I still think those are f***ing adorable.
Okay. But I like you best.
I just think
Maisie.
she's the most gorgeous.
She is. She's so cute.
She's yawning on the podcast. Are you bored?
But we just figured we would have Maisie here because Copper is still in Vermont for a little while.
So funny. What's he doing? Do you get updates on him?
Yeah, I get pictures and
I wonder what he thinks.
I think he just thinks he's with his second family because he knows them.
Yeah.
He lived with them longer than me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It would be like when Maisie's with my parents.
Yeah,
she probably forgets about me.
I think so until they see you.
She's I can't even say the word, but she's with PAPA when she's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what happens if you say that?
She'll think he's here and she'll freak out. Don't do it.
Don't freak out. When Maisie came in today, I was instructed explicitly, do not look her in the eye.
I said, you have to ignore her, pretend you cannot see her, no eye contact, no nothing. Because I've been instructed by my trainers that that's what works. Because if
It worked.
and it worked, she came in and
literally
she
worked.
was fine. She'll bark at first, and then you just have to literally, because people will be like, oh, no, I'm really good with dogs. Like, smell me. And then she'll bite them. Like, you have to just stay away from her for a second, and then she'll be fine. Like, she's sitting with you and not me.
It's over.
It's like, come on. I got a blanket for you.
Kalani.
I even got a blanket for you. So it's been a while since we recorded.
It has. It has.
Why does it feel like it's been 100 years?
It's been 2 full weeks.
I've been to 4 airports since we last spoke. I've been to 4 airports and I had 1 destination.
Okay. You just have to tell the story now.
Okay. Well, let's see. So.
Take a sip. Oh. It's on your waist.
Uh-oh. Okay. Anyways, my best friend got married this weekend in Naples, Florida. So my parents have a house where you're from. My parents have a house there.
Oh, 1 second. I have your location.
Oh, yeah.
And I mapped your house to where I used to live, and we were like 20 minutes apart.
Close? Oh my
I
God.
was like, this is crazy.
It was, by the way, freezing cold.
It snowed in Florida this week.
And it's like, absolutely no offense, but if it's not warm, what is there for Florida?
Yeah, what's the point?
What is the point of Florida if it's not warm? I was so mad. But anyways, we got a good weekend. But okay, so here's my story. I get up Thursday morning. My flight is at 6 a.m. So I wake up at 3. I have to drug her. I have to traveling with a dog. It feels like I'm like loading the kids in the car.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a whole extra thing. Whatever. I get to LaGuardia. I get all the way through security. I get to the front of security. I hand them my ID. They scan it and they say, it's not scanning. And I said, okay, try my passport card. I give them that and they say, it's not scanning. You have to go to the desk and talk to them because maybe some information was entered wrong. And
Your actual ID or your boarding pass?
Wasn't matching like a boarding pass that they had.
Okay, so they scanned your ID first?
And it wasn't like populating that this person should be here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And my dad booked my flight because I'm a baby and he just did it. So I was like, my dad probably freaking entered my like middle name wrong. Like, so annoying. So I texted him at like 4 a.m. and I was like, I'm probably gonna miss my flight. Something was wrong. I go to the desk, I talk to them and I'm like, something's wrong. I don't know what happened. And he goes, okay, where are you flying? And I said, Fort Myers. And he said, we don't fly to Fort Myers. And I said, what? He goes, you're probably supposed to be at JFK. And I look at my thing and it says JFK. Freaked out. I run, get a cab, go all the way to JFK. Go all the way to JFK. I have all these issues with JetBlue. They're like, there's no pet on your ticket. I'm like, yes, there is. No, there's not. I'm like fighting them. I get to the gate as it's closing. Then I obviously missed my flight, so I had to go book another flight, and it left from Newark at 2 p.m. that day. So I woke up at 3 a.m., went to 2 airports for fun, left Newark at 2 p.m. It was something I'll never do again. Like
that's like out of a movie.
I'll never not check. It's like obviously, why would I not check?
Why were you on autopilot to LaGuardia?
I was so sure that we booked it from LaGuardia. Like I was so sure.
This is such a rookie mistake.
I was so sure that I went there. Like
this is my worst nightmare.
No, yeah.
And such a rookie mistake, honestly, because you have to look at the 3 letters before you
have to look at your ticket.
I look at it before I book my Uber.
Right. Have you ever missed a flight?
I don't think so.
I had never missed a flight.
Knock on wood.
It's like over for me. I already did. It was so stressful. I was literally shaking in the security line. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm going to miss my flight. Can I go ahead? They're like, yeah, go ahead. The people like gathered. They like rallied behind me. The whole airport was like rooting for me. They were like helping me through my shoes. They're like, get your shoes on. Like, run. I hope you make it. I get there. The gate is closed. I literally knocked on the gate as if like somebody was going to open it. So I was
It was like
off.
fully closed. There's no one there.
Nobody at the gate even. Nobody at the desk even for me to be like, please, can I get on? I see the plane. Like I'm looking at the plane.
They do that on purpose,
and I can't get
I'm sure.
on. Yeah,
so like
they don't want,
once they shut the door, everyone leave.
Yeah,
get out of there.
You're not getting on, which is like, just please.
Oh.
So that was like really annoying, and I was in a horrible mood because I was forced to take my mental health day for work, which I only get one a quarter. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't want to spend it on this.
Right.
But I couldn't work. I was like, I literally couldn't do it.
Oh, were you not planning to take the day off?
No, because my original flight was 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. I would get to my parents around 10, work a full day. So it ruined everything. Maisie. I just don't like that these rugs are nice. Maisie, come here. Come here. Maisie.
Come on.
What's over here?
Oh my gosh, come on.
Over here.
Kalani Kini.
Don't leave. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Like, bro, did you buy that couch? Like, I don't understand. If you didn't buy it, don't mess with it. She always does this when we're watching TV. She'll be like going around and it's like, look around you. Everybody is seated. You're the only one.
Not my pillow.
Sorry, I forgot. Did you buy that pillow, Maisie? I forgot.
Don't touch this pillow. This pillow costs more than you.
Okay, yeah, stop. Stop. Honestly, stop. I'm back. Stop. I'm done with weddings until the spring, but it was like my last straw, and I feel bad because it's my best friend, but I was like, I like showed up to her wedding, and I'm like, Meg, I love you. This is my last straw. Like, you're my best friend, but I swear
I can't do it anymore.
I am mad at you. Yeah.
I'm mad that you're getting married.
I'm
you
mad at
caused
you.
this.
You caused
this is your fault.
You did this to me, and I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna celebrate.
And I'm pissed off. I can't do the accent.
I'm pissed the hell off, but I did it, and I made it through, and it was really fun. She got great weather, but I'm just like, yeah, don't get married.
What do you want for your wedding?
Okay, that's a good question because at this point I've been to 10,000 weddings.
And I'm sure you have like kind of like a list of not doing this, maybe this.
Yeah, kind of. But I think by the time I get married, and even now, it's like, okay, if I got married when I was 25 to 29 to even 30, I would do the whole, like the big thing, like the grand thing, invite everybody, do the classic wedding. I think by the time I get married, one, I'm going to have no friends left.
In a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair. I'll be, my A1C is just going to be skyrocketing. No, I don't even know what A1C is.
I don't know what that is.
But I've just heard commercials.
My LBD.
My LBD is lost. But I think I want to have a small, I'm already feeling like I'm over it and I don't want to have a big, huge wedding. Ideally, I want like one long table and like a garden party.
Okay.
And I want to wear a dress that's like not super expensive, but that I love and is beautiful. Like I don't want to do like all the bells and whistles. I'm kind of over it. Mm-hmm. Like an really expensive dress for what? I just want to wear like something gorgeous and white, I think. And just invite like the main people.
The main event.
Yeah, but it's like I have been thinking about this and there's a lot of main people. And then it's like suddenly it's a big wedding.
Well, weren't you in a sorority?
No.
I thought you were.
No, we didn't. No, you are literally typecasting me. We didn't have them at BC.
I could have swore you were in a sorority.
Welcome to Pi Phi. Yeah, what is it? Pi Phi. We can't wait to have you.
Tried out. Once you tried one, you tried them all.
Okay, you're literally more of a sorority girl than I am. I don't even, no, we didn't have them, which is actually part of why I liked BC. Because I was like, no.
Whenever you say BC, I think before Christ.
It's 700 AD. Yeah. I really enjoyed my time before Christ. Had the best years before Christ.
Okay, so
what do you want for your wedding? Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I think I want to get married. To Stevie? Oh, yeah. I definitely think it's Stevie.
I think so too.
I don't know. What? I mean, I do know, but I don't know if I want to like
share it. Okay.
Because it's private.
Stop. Okay, that's fine. Big, small. Can you do like a vague? You don't have to tell me like.
Okay. Well,
which
actually,
band
in the spirit of it being episode 007, I will share one idea. For the longest time, I had this idea, and this is very extra.
Okay.
Okay, but just
you
go
ride
with
in
me.
on like a flying
maybe
monkey. Okay.
Wicked wedding.
Wicked wedding. Yeah.
Basically, it's on a cliff. I'm setting the stage.
Oh my God. Okay.
We're on a cliff, a clearing on a cliff.
Okay.
And there's a tree line, forest behind us. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
And just like
gorgeous, of course.
gorgeous canyon just happening outside off the cliff. Okay.
Yes.
You look out, it's beautiful. Small little wedding, the little chairs, fall, like the perfect fall day where it's not too cold,
Not too hot.
The leaves are changing. So the wedding happens. We're done. So then it's like
I have like no idea what you're going to say.
it then goes, we now pronounce you husband. You may kiss the groom or whatever. And then
What?
and then the James Bond theme blasts throughout the canyon.
Blasting.
You know that da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That theme.
I kind of like that.
Blast throughout the canyon, and it just, the whole vibe takes a 180. Okay?
Yeah.
Keep
No,
going
I'm with
me.
you. I'm with you.
Okay. So then Stevie and I rip off of our tuxedos, and we have another full body parachute on.
Oh my God. Do you?
on our bodies in another like outfit, okay? And then a helicopter's like and it's coming down, landing behind, and we're trying to escape, okay? And we're escaping. Da-na, da-na, the James Bond theme is playing, and then all of a sudden, now pronounce you groom and groom. We kiss, rip, off the
Kiss,
cliff,
rip, jump off the cliff, and fly away.
and fly away.
And nobody sees you
And
ever
nobody
again.
sees us or knows what is going on.
Nobody hears from you ever
And
again.
we don't tell anyone but us.
That's
so
really-
we're just jump off the cliff, and then everyone's like, and
You
then they
kiss,
see us, and we're like
You
flying.
kiss, rip,
Jump,
jump.
and then we're
That's
flying.
so funny to me.
We're flying through the canyon, and then it's like those like flying squirrel suits.
Yeah, no, I'm picturing exactly what
And
it
then
is.
there's an Aston Martin.
And you have like goggles.
Yeah.
You have to have goggles, of course.
There's a vintage Aston Martin sitting down on the winding road that you can see from the cliff. And then we perfectly land inside of it, and the car drives away.
You perfectly
Just-
landed it.
Like this, okay? And then the helicopter takes the guests to the reception.
That is so funny because I just asked you and you were like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like think about it. And that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
But I thought that would be so cool, like just to do such a rip and a gag on
Okay,
your fucking
what I
guests.
want to do now, you just like made me think of this. What I want to do is I want to be wearing the shoes that are like jetpacks. I want it to be like, you may now kiss the bride, and then we kiss, and it's like, and we go, and we like shoot to we shoot up to the moon, and then no one sees me ever again.
Just gone. Wedding over. Done.
Just I want to go this fast, just like, and she's gone, and nobody will know until it happens.
that. Yeah.
The music starts playing, and then it's just like the two of us are just gone.
Boom.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Well,
That's so
there's
funny.
The idea. It's so funny that we actually talked about that on the 007 episode, because
It's
that is
perfect.
That is like
That's another like little
ding ding ding.
ding ding ding-a-ling from the universe. Maisie, come here, you BM. What I do love about weddings and growing up in general is you experience these things and then you're like, oh my God, there's like a movie about this feeling. That like okay. I feel like the more like lived experiences I have, something will happen to me and I'm like, oh, this was like happened in a movie, or this was whatever, and it makes me feel connected to like the world more. Because I'll give you an example, like Bridesmaids. When I saw that movie, like it was very funny to me, but I had never been a bridesmaid. I had never really been to a wedding even. So it's kind of like the older you get, the more you realize like why things are funny. Like I just think the whole, like for example, it didn't mean anything to me before, the like old friends versus the new friends, and like you're all bridesmaids, and like who's a better friend, who knows her better. Like it's so real
I get
though.
it, yeah.
It's so real where it's like yeah, it's like I've known her since kindergarten, and she's like, I've known her since preschool. It's like it's almost a competition of who knows the bride the best. And it just like makes me look back at that scene and be like, that is so brilliant. I love appreciating art and media in retrospect.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I
Like, really, my favorite thing is experiencing something and being like, that was an episode of Broad City.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing.
Oh my God, Broad City. It is interesting rewatching stuff and seeing stuff now with more, like you said, lived experience because it does have a different lens.
Yeah, I had never even been to a wedding.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I watch Bridesmaids and I'm like, oh my God, it is kind of weird. The dynamic between the bridesmaids is kind of weird. And it had always happened to me in my 20s with Broad City, like living in New York. Something would happen to me that was insane. And I'd
Broad
be
City
like,
is so on the money.
it's so on the money. Like, I took an edible and then like my boss, right when it hit, texted me to like do something for him. There's a Broad City episode about that. I did remember one thing I would do if I had a wedding.
Okay.
My one stipulation, like my one requirement is there has to be a Dippin' Dots cart.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be my one thing.
What's your flavor?
Cookies and cream.
100%.
For sure. But also, let me tell you right now.
Rainbow ice.
Chocolate.
Oh.
Rainbow ice. Vanilla even. Yum. So, oh my God, it's something about the texture.
Oh, on a
right
hot
now,
day.
I really want like the chocolate ones.
Can we seamless Dippin' Dots?
Wait, dead ass. There's a Dippin' Dots store in New York City.
We
it's
have to
by
go.
Madison Square, and I literally think about it all the time. My death row meal would be
Dippin' Dots.
pasta with butter, Dippin' Dots.
Pasta with butter?
Yes. People hate me.
That is sick.
Sick in a bad way or in a good way?
Plain and bad. Why wouldn't you want something with more flavor?
Because I don't eat anything with flavor. I don't like to eat. Everything I eat is the plainest of the plain. Like,
why?
If I'm gonna get a bagel, I'm getting a plain bagel with plain cream cheese. If I'm gonna get pasta, it's socially unacceptable, so I don't do it. But if I could pick, I would do pasta with butter and a little salt.
That's so strange.
Oh
to me.
my God,
You're
my
like
death
Italian.
row meal. I know. I'm a disgrace to my family. I don't eat meat. I don't eat any seafood, and we're from we go to the Cape. It's just I'm a disgrace.
I need to come to the Cape and have
You
some
really
seafood
do.
with you.
Yeah, you do.
Well, in lieu of you,
Yes.
have some seafood.
Yeah, yes. When it's warmer.
Speaking of, we have to. As I was
Oh my
going
God.
through the images for the mood board of last episode, or 2 episodes ago, sorry, I came across a treasure trove of incriminating footage.
Truly psychotic.
Not incriminating, but
Not incriminating.
but truly unhinged psychotic behavior
That's
between
like
the two of us.
peak. That's like peak. You know when that was? That was like mid-COVID when like I was staying out till like 6 a.m.
Yeah. But let me just say, first of all, never go into your phone and search for anything in the Photos app because you will uncover things that were meant to be buried in the 89,000 photos that I have on my
They're
phone.
meant to be buried in the 80s.
Yeah. So I searched for tattoo because I was trying to find pictures of us getting the tattoos. I was
Yeah.
like, I know that there has to be footage
Yeah.
of this. It came up, but it also came up, and what happened was it came up, and then I found out the date that we got our tattoo, and
Then
then
you
I
go-
searched that date. It's amazing what the photo app can do now, even though it's complete garbage. I then found that date and found just the after hours videos of you showing me these glasses.
Yeah,
That
why
you
did
got-
I have those?
You thought you were, it's fine, she can rip on that.
Okay.
You thought you were the shit with these Netflix glasses. And
Is that what I got them for to watch Netflix with? It's like, okay, they're glasses that like I could read like this, like the books in my lap, and I could be reading like this.
literally.
They had like mirrors or something. Why
Yeah,
did I buy
but
them?
there is a video, and we are going to post it.
Oh, it's because I wanted to lay in bed. It's because I wanted to lay in bed, and be able to just like look up at the ceiling, but be watching it.
It's because, it's truly because COVID left us in shambles.
That's like how bad COVID was
and
that
you were
I
just
bought.
buying like, I'm in bed all day.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't want to move my
and
head.
I don't even want to lift my neck like that. Stop it.
You, but
don't even wanna
there's a
lift my neck.
video of Luisa.
What am I
literally-
doing in the video?
But
even?
you just laid out on the couch
Yeah.
like this.
So you're looking straight ahead, but what you're so you're looking straight ahead, but you're seeing what's below you.
Right.
So I'm reading a book. Pretend Maisie's the book. I'm like this. And I'm reading. It's so funny.
And I will post the video on the mood board. It is literally the funniest thing because Luisa's just like
this was also peak us just being so
crazy.
See, like arrest me. Somebody arrest me. But another thing I think is so funny is when your phone makes like a little collage.
The slideshow collage. It's like your memories, May 15th, 2021.
We need to just post the full video because
it is
one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It is literally, what are we doing?
What are we doing? And it puts like music behind it. Like
it was
when
like
it makes
little jazz music.
And it's us just blacked out.
Blacked out. There's probably there's probably not better footage that exists of you so hammered. Like you thought you were serving with this wig.
No, I thought I was serving.
Wait. There's a video that I didn't find that you're talking to another girl with pink hair. And
am I being like, we got it?
Yeah.
Me and you.
And you have the purple wig on and we have your mask is like half on. Yeah. We were trying to find more seltzers to buy. It literally is so unhinged.
That's the night we got the tattoos.
That's the night we got the lightning bolt tattoos.
That was so iconic that night. But I honestly want to post at some point, like just the full slideshow.
Yeah, we will. Anyway,
so funny.
That's so funny.
I love when your phone makes a slideshow and it's like your grandma's funeral and it's like doo, 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 and you're like, okay. Your phone is like, we made you a slideshow.
1 year ago
and it's like the worst day of your life. Yeah. I got one once of like a medical emergency that I had, like my eyes blew up and I took pictures of it to send to my doctor. And then my phone was like, we made you a collage. And it's like, and it's me with just like bulging eyes. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I got one the other day. It's like memories and it's like you and an ex.
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
Remember the time.
Remember
and it's
the
like
worst.
Playing love music behind it. It's like this person doesn't exist in my life
like that's
anymore.
not a person to me. That's a ghost.
Like what? Do not remind me.
It puts a cute little ditty
funny
together.
How it does that.
The worst day of your life. Like it's so stupid. Yeah, we've been seeing angel numbers a lot.
What time is it right now? How crazy would that be? No.
It's 6:66. Whoa.
That's the one time that it stops.
Yeah. Okay, well, we went viral.
We did.
And everybody hates me. No, we got to talk about like the hate comments.
The unhinged, out of pocket comments.
It doesn't bother me though because they're saying I'm ugly and it's like I'm not like ugly, you know?
Right.
Like you can't really hurt me with that one.
There's
a lot of things you could hurt me with, but like I know I'm not like objectively ugly. So if people commenting, do you see them?
Oh yeah.
Do you see them?
Yeah.
Some of the best ones, someone said, you are ugly though. That's so rude to put.
Coming from a 1 out of 10.
Coming from a 1 out of 10. My favorite was, that's a lot of words for. Somebody said, also like, mind you, I'm like enjoying my life. I'm scrolling. I'm like with my family. And then it's like, bing. And someone's like, she's f***ing ugly. Like, it's just so crazy. Somebody goes, that's a lot of words for someone with no lips.
Wait, that one was good.
You're like, that one was funny.
I wish I had my phone, but we're using it to record because I screenshotted all of them.
A bunch. Someone also said, what's another one that like certain things do get to me. Like I have gotten my feelings hurt in the comments before. This specific one, because I looked good in the video. If I looked like ugly in the video, it may have gotten me, but I felt good. I looked good. Like that can't get me. Listen to this one. I posted a video about the ick and I was like, I get the ick when a guy like da-da-da-da. And someone commented, I get the ick when your thighs touch, bitch. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Good
like,
one.
That hurt me. Like that was like.
Okay, listen. And you're more used to this than
I'm way more used to it than you.
I am.
Yeah.
So I find it entertaining at first, but I'm also like, I wake up to just so many comments and being like, this is so out of pocket.
Yeah.
But I was talking about this on the vlog, which we can talk about that in a minute.
YouTube.
That what possesses any human being to literally go out of their way. It's not like something easy. You're not hitting just a button.
No.
and leave paragraphs, leave comments, like attacking someone's physical appearance and just other shit. It just like, it takes a certain kind of person to be like, I'm going to write and let this have one.
And it's not like they're tagging someone else. Like it's not, it's for like it's.
This is a joke.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like this podcast is meant to be funny.
The thing is though, any video that goes viral, it's gonna get.
It's like a forum
comments.
for people to have a discussion. So like I've been seeing people having a full kiki, just like
in the comments with each other.
Like, haha, you got it, man. Oh, I'm sticking this out. La, la, la.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, I'm setting my age limit to 80.
That's what. Okay, we've talked about that. Did you see that?
Yeah. Did you try it? Life hack, Hinge hack.
I almost don't want to share it because I don't want Hinge to like catch on.
Well, Hinge should sponsor us at this point.
I set my age range on Hinge 80 to 85. 80. I set it 80 to 85 plus.
And we'll tag the person who said this.
And I said, not a deal breaker. And I am getting like hot guys now. They're not liking me back, but I'm at least seeing them and I'm like, oh, they exist. They're out there.
Right.
So that's a crazy hack.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Hi, Keenie, Connie.
Hi, crazy. Isn't that so
That
crazy?
Is so.
But people are like kikiing in the comments.
Yeah, it's just funny because it's like, it's just so interesting how people just interpret stuff. But I think that's the point. It's just like, I met my boyfriend, soon to be husband, on Hinge.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing wrong with Hinge, and you have nothing wrong with Hinge either. You're just sharing a personal experience, how like it's the dark days out there.
Yeah, and it's frustrating
and they're like,
to be 31.
Well, you're old and have no lips.
Yeah.
So you should just, it's like you should have tried harder when you were in your 20s.
Someone said it's because you look, maybe it's because you look 45. Okay.
Like what?
So we've been seeing a lot of, related to that video going viral, we've been seeing a lot of angel numbers.
Right. So that's how we were talking about it, because we didn't want to. We're not rehashing the Hinge discussion. You already seen that.
Yeah.
But it is, like, okay. For instance, when it first started gaining traction, every time I went to check the likes, it was an angel number. It was
which means
333. 444 555, and then it stopped after that. And crazy. I don't know what it means. So you explain it.
I don't really know what it means either. I think it means we're going to be rich.
No, it basically means, how I interpret it is, it's like you're on the right path. Keep going.
That's what I think it means. I think it's a sign from the universe that's like
a wink from the universe.
Yeah, it's a wink from the universe. Exactly.
And so.
And that's real. I believe in that. That's real. That's part of that's in my book, my Manifesting Made Easy. Like, they call them synchronicities.
Yeah.
From the universe.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
I wanted to say that we are entering a time in our life of crazy batshit stuff happening even more and more and more every single day. And it's like wild to log on to social media and just be bombarded. With the utter bullshit that this administration is doing.
Yes.
And I saw something that I think is apropos to bring up on this podcast, in that our joy can be an act of resistance. Mm-hmm. And just us living happily and proudly and continuing to do things that make us happy, like laugh together, share this with you, exist.
Yeah. Like, you can't ruin us completely.
Right. And not be so bogged down in the hell of it all every single day.
It's so hard not to be, though, because it's just everywhere. You're inundated with, they took away this right, they took away this right. You're like, oh my God.
Another one. Thank you. Another one. Thank you.
You have to like.
There's such a balance to it, because it's like we can't tune it out and be ignorance is bliss, which is like what I want to do, and just be like living over here in my white male privilege, you know, because I can assimilate and I can be like, hey, bro.
Yeah, you can be like, what's up?
If I need to be.
Yeah.
And not everyone, a lot of my friends and people do not have that ability.
That's not like a privilege, but it's an ability that
I think it is a privilege. I think it is like,
privilege is the wrong word. I can't think of what it is, but it's like
no, it's like white privilege.
it's an advantage.
It's like we
It's an
have
advantage.
white privilege.
Yeah. And you
And
have like straight passing.
I mean, I guess.
If you want.
Right. I mean, I don't think
If you need to.
if I need to.
Yeah.
But
Like you're not
but the
giving
instance,
straight
like,
right now. But you
my
could.
trans friends don't have that at all. My Asian friends, my black friends,
Yeah.
like they already have like a physical marker that can other them
Immediately.
I could easily switch into the ignorance is bliss mode and just kind of ride it out.
Yeah, I could too.
And there will be times where I do that, I think, when I turn it off and I understand that that's something that I can do. Someone was like, how nice it must be to not care and just go on.
To be able to not
To
care.
be able to not care.
Yeah.
I can kind of fall into that category.
I can too.
Unless you are a straight, white, cis man, they're coming for you.
They're coming for you. And it's really scary. And I've lost, by the way, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even like more, like thousands of followers since I've been posting about the election. And people will message me and be like, I followed this account for comedy. What do you think? What do you think? You're a politician? And I'm like, no, I just want like basic human rights.
And I think there's many, many other podcasters and people who have spoken much more eloquently about this subject. And I don't want to take up all the hot air in the room. Is that the word? I don't know. But I just think that being joyful and not letting it get us down, even though we need to be paying attention, is something that we can do differently that we might not have done last time.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something, it's a different mindset that I think that I'm going to have, in the sense of, here's how I can show up. And then here's how I can continue. Like, we're not going to crawl back in a hole and be sad. And like, we can be sad, but like sit on our hands.
We like need each other. Like people right now, like we need each other.
Right.
You know?
And just be defiantly joyful is what I'm just, and do that in the best way that you know how, whether it be finding some little way for you to be creative or a moment of solace, or it doesn't have to be like, and for me, it's kind of been this podcast or like today I was filming this vlog and I was like, this is so cringy to me at first, but at the same time I was thinking like, this is such a fun way for me to be creative and like share something that
like give yourself that, you know?
Yes.
If you
and
can
I don't
give yourself that in the middle of all of this, do it, you know?
One step at a time. The hit Jordan Sparks song. And
God, so good.
So good. That should be our new outro.
That's one step at a time.
Na na da 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 da.
Yeah, I think that's really
I just wanted to say
wise, and I think that we're literally bombarded by. It's like so hard. And I kind of said this on the last episode when we got real about, there were like a lot of things happening then too. And I was like, sometimes you have to turn your phone off for a second. And that's not being a bad person. That's like, sometimes you need a minute, because I don't think we're meant to see everything. We're exposed to way too much all the time.
Humans are not meant to have all of this, like be exposed to everything and have one trauma after the other every single day, like the world that we're living in now.
Yeah.
My therapist said that, and he was like, it's okay. Like, you can take a break.
Take a break for a second.
So go out there, take a break, do something creative.
Do something fun,
do something that makes you happy. And that can be your resistance too. And also, you know, call your senators or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the end all be all answer to everything. And it may be.
No, I think that's really smart and beautiful. And like that can be your resistance, is like not losing hope 100%. Like do something, keep a part of you that's like doing something you love.
Do you ever feel guilt though that you're not doing enough?
Like in what way?
Like I feel like I can easily say like joy is my resistance. This is how I'm going to show up and be joyful. And that's something that is easy to do. But at the same time, I also feel like there's so many other people. Yeah. There's so many other people out there that have to like every day they wake up and breathe, they have to like fight. And I feel like
well, what it comes down to is having like joy being your act of resistance is a privilege. Like we're so lucky that we get to be like, let's be joyful and that'll be our resistance, when there are people who like really need, like they don't have that privilege to like make art, write stuff. But if you can.
What a joy it is that I get to wake up and make this podcast.
I know. That's why I'm trying to switch my mindset from I have to I get to.
100%.
Because it just reframes everything.
Yeah,
it really does.
That I think is in chapter 10 of Atomic Habits. Are you reading that?
No, I'm reading Manifesting Made Easy, but it's like, okay, I have to go to work and I'm pissed off about it. It's like, I actually
I get to go to
a
work.
lot of my work friends. I get
to
work with people who I really like for the most part. It's creative. I get to do that. Some people don't get to do that.
Yeah, and it's hard, and we can't solve everything. No. And a lot of times I feel like I get paralyzed in saying something about how I'm feeling because I feel like I don't have all the right answers or I don't have
Nobody
enough.
Expects you to though.
I know, but I feel like I want to show up and be able to explain this exactly how it clicks in my mind, but I can't find the words.
You want to be able to articulate it, but it sometimes doesn't go from here to here.
So, and then I feel like I'm just not going to say anything, but I did want to say
it's going to be like
we have each other.
Rough.
We have Maisie and we have Copper and just day by fucking day.
Yeah, it's really scary.
It is. Alive at the end of the world. As Saeed says.
It makes me be like, I mean, a lot of millennials are not having kids, partially because the earth is truly crumbling to the ground. Well, I mean, a lot of reasons. Millennials, we can't afford to have kids. We can't raise them with this money we have. But then it's like the earth is going to blow up. There's no rights anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It
is like it's so interesting how like the generation above us, like our parents, look at us and like judge us against their timeline that they were on.
Dude, yeah, my parents bought their house for like $5 and they're like, why don't you have a house?
And then it's like, you're not having kids because of this. And it's like, well, look at where we're at compared to where you were at.
Yeah.
And it's different. And that's how it is for every other generation too.
Yeah.
Like they look at us, we look at them. Like it is very interesting getting older and being my parents' age when they had me and just like seeing the world in this time frame or this age that I'm at now. And also do you ever have those moments where it's like, well, back in my day, kids now, like you said, iPad babies or just all this stuff. And it's like, we were the generation that got flip phones.
We are like old enough to now look back and say back in my day. Like I just think like, getting old is so weird and creepy and like no one's talking about how it just like is crazy. And I think our parents, I always thought my parents were just like they existed and that's it. Like they just existed, but they're still going through changes and they're still experiencing new stuff and like, retirement is new and that must feel a certain type of way.
This is your parents' first time doing life too.
Yes. It's like exhausting because it's a lot of emotion being alive and like knowing that it's going to be like, you know, like growing up, I always thought, okay, you meet your husband and then you're like in love, tee-hee-hee, and you have kids. No, there's going to be like problems. There's going to be, you're still a person. Like you're never done being complicated and you're never done
growing,
upset about things and happy. Like you're never done.
But I think one of the points you're getting at is that when we were younger, we thought once we reached this certain age, it just clicked and everything was like,
now you're a person.
Like, everything's perfect now.
You're a mom and dad with a job and 2 kids and
you have
a house.
a bunch of money and you have this and that and la la la.
Like
and
Sims.
it's like, no.
Yeah, like I can't imagine my parents in their 40s being like anything but. I just thought they were like, they knew everything, they're right, but that's not that much older than us. And like that's scary to think.
Like we're in our early 30s, and I like my dad, when I turned 30, he was 30 when he had me.
Yeah, my parents had me when they were in like 30.
Yeah, and I was like thinking about it, I was like, this is insane.
Do you
like,
all see pictures of my mom and dad holding like my sister as a baby? And I'm like, Dad looks like a child. So does my mom, but my dad specifically, like.
Do you look like your mom or dad?
I don't think I look like either of them, but some people say I look like both. A lot of people say I look like my dad.
The reason why I ask is I have been catching myself in the mirror and being like, that's my dad.
I see my mom a lot when I look in the mirror.
And then
you literally, how spooky. You walk past the mirror and you're like, jump scare.
Like, I'm like, okay, bald, have a beard. That was my dad. That's how I knew my dad.
Yeah.
And then now I'm at bald, have a beard. And it's like, oh.
No, yeah.
What the?
Who the is that?
And now I'm like, okay, well, my final evolution is having a gray beard.
My mom
and then I will be.
You will be your dad. My older sister has become my mom. Yeah. It's crazy to think about parents and like, they don't know. They still right now are going through new stuff.
It's their first time living with someone your age or your sister's age. Like,
so crazy.
It's so crazy. And it's just, you only get one run.
Well, I'm also like, my sister has 2 boys now. She's pregnant with a boy, has Theo. And I'm like, my mom never had boys. So
whole new world.
My mom never did that. So it's like, Emily, my sister, you now, it's so weird that you have done something that mom didn't do.
Yeah.
Like she's done everything.
Yeah.
I thought, you know? It just, I think it comes down to like seeing your parents as people and human beings.
Oh, yeah. Wool goes off of your eyes and it's not a fantasy land anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is comforting in a way because it rips away this like notion of like the timeline that's put on us. It's like by 30, you need to be in love and married and working towards having kids. We're going to still have like emotions and feelings and we'll be excited. And, you know, like it doesn't end when it tells us, when like the society tells us.
Oh, no. And I think I feel like I feel like being in New York, you recognize that the timeline is so,
We're
it
lucky
is what you make
because
it.
we have that. Yeah.
Right. And yeah. And being gay too, for me, it's like, it's so, because when gay people are out or outed or come out,
Yeah.
it essentially restarts your adolescence.
Totally.
Because now you're you're like reliving all your formative years.
Your firsts.
Yeah, your
too.
first, like you said, yeah, your first again, like first kiss, first boyfriend, first date, first this, first lost my virginity, like all these things, and you doing that, and it's like a decade after all
You're
of your
almost
straight
stunted.
peers. Yeah.
Because, and this literally happened to me. One of my friends came out later in life and was like, I like love. It's so fun to like chase, like to have the guy, like something that I'm like, I have been doing that since kindergarten.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was able to. You were not able to experience, you were not like allowed to.
Yeah.
You're given the space to experience these things. So I'm like, you're in your 20s and you're just for the first time learning that like the chase is fun.
Yeah.
It just like it
like
sucks.
figuring it all out.
Yeah, it's
so
sad.
And so like you see like our timeline is like even more shifted too. I mean, also we don't have like a biological clock that's like, we're not worried about that. That's not like a thing. So like everything is like shifted and it's just interesting.
The biological clock is the one thing that pisses me off besides my job.
And see.
And that's it. No, yeah, it's pissing me off. I don't like the biological clock. I think it's annoying, and that's what stresses me out.
Yeah.
Is like the kids thing. Do I want to have kids? Can I have like? It's just a lot. It's stressing me out. Kinda.
Yeah. I mean, I can't fully identify with that because but I have to imagine that that's like some weird pressure that's like, oh, I have to find this and get this moving. Like
Yes.
when it's just like
'Cause it will be too late.
This should take longer time. Like
it's just like scary when you have to do something or it'll be too late.
is
like
there a way that you can like throw that notion out the window?
Well, you can freeze your eggs, which I'm gonna do. But it's like still, I don't want to then have kids when I'm 50. Like even if I had a surrogate carry my 30-year-old eggs, I don't want to be like 50 years older than my kids.
Yeah.
You know, like
you could go the Chelsea Handler route.
what's that?
No kids.
No kids.
And
I know.
just
Well, that's
rich.
another just ripped. Just rip. No, I'm just kidding. Rich. Yeah, I don't know.
You'll figure it out.
I'm just like I can't
This got deep.
I can't right now like
But it always does.
deal with her, the biological clock. Like I can't right now.
Yeah.
I need to know, like, am I going to Japan this month? Like, you know. Goldfish or Cheez-Its?
Oh, Cheez-Its.
Really?
Cheez-Its.
Oh, goldfish. I think if you
Well, that's
eat
because you don't
Cheez-Its-
like anything with flavor. You are
Cheez-Its are
plain.
too flavorful.
You are plain Jane.
If you like Cheez-Its, you're like mainlining cheese. Like you're just like.
Cheez-Its are so good. Okay.
Well, I overdosed on Cheez-Its this morning, and honestly I got them at the airport, and they
Okay.
were pretty good. But I was looking for goldfish.
Were they just the normal Cheez-Its?
Normal Cheez-Its.
They weren't like the big ones.
No.
They weren't white cheddar.
No.
They weren't jalapeno Tabasco white
No,
cheddar.
they were just the regular. Cheez-Its.
Okay, well, Cheez-Its have to be enjoyed in small doses because they get that film on the top of your mouth.
Ate
A
a
whole
share
bag.
size bag, the kind of bag where there's a zipper to zip it back up, where it's like you're clearly not going to eat this all in one sitting.
Zip.
When you eat the entire bag of something that has a zipper on it, that's when you like.
That's when
you know
okay
this was meant to be saved. I think I have a theory that the extra toasty Cheez-Its,
are burnt.
my ass, those are ones that got burnt in the factory, and they said
It's marketing.
someone's gonna take it.
Yeah, because
Extra toasty, bro.
okay, but don't you like? Well, you don't eat meat.
Who is buying extra toasty Cheez-Its?
Did you
need
ever
them
eat
to
chicken wings?
Step forward. No, never.
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 Ever.
Ever.
Chicken nuggets?
Oh, I love chicken nuggets.
Okay.
I get good vegan chicken nuggets.
What
though.
about the difference between regular crispy chicken nuggets and extra crispy chicken nuggets? The reason
It
why I'm
just
saying is
feels like-
that's like I want extra crispy because I want that extra crunch. So I can see why someone might want extra crispy
But
Cheez-Its.
they're already crunchy. Like
But sometimes you okay.
there's- I well,
Do
I've
you eat
also-
cheese?
Yeah, I love cheese, but I
Fried
try to-
cheese? Have you ever put cheese on eggs?
always.
Okay.
Well, I don't eat
And
either of those anymore, but
in the pan, we'll throw it back in the pan, in the like burnt cheese on the pan. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Or like or
Oh,
on
yeah,
nachos
yeah, yeah.
or on nachos.
totally.
That like crispy, crunchy, cheesy, yummy.
They're probably good to some people. Probably like them, but my theory is that Big Cheez-It was like, let's not waste these burnt ones. Let's make I think it's a marketing ploy of like
Everything.
extra toasty.
I kind of want to try that. Well, you know what we should do? Is like try
things.
stuff on
Yeah.
camera. Definitely.
What about one has to go. Pizza, pasta
Pasta.
is gone.
Gone.
Pizza's gone for me.
I like pizza too much.
I like pasta too much.
What's your favorite kind of pizza? Probably f***ing bread.
Yeah, cheese.
Scrape cheese off.
Cheese. But there's one that Rosa's has that's like cheese with like
Yeah, Roses or Rosies.
Rosa's is the best pizza in the city.
Oh.
Hottest take I've ever had.
Oh.
Hottest take I've ever
I
had.
thought it was called Rosie's.
She's cold. Rosa's is so good. But
What's your favorite kind of cookie? And is it oatmeal
Chocolate
raisin?
chip. Why would it be oatmeal raisin?
Because oatmeal raisin is the best type of cookie.
I'm telling you right now, that's the craziest thing. I've
Okay,
ever
chocolate
heard.
chip oatmeal raisin is my favorite. The one from Levain.
You want oatmeal in your cookie?
Yeah, I love
No.
it. I love the little raisiny
Ew,
They
with
just
raisins?
burst.
Wait.
oatmeal raisin with chocolate chips. It's the best kind from Levain.
That's so nuts. I'm positive.
Do you like nuts in your cookie?
No,
Sick.
you don't like sick in a bad way.
Bad.
Like sick.
If I say sick like that, then it's bad. Or like
Sick.
if I'm like sick, that's good sick.
Okay.
That's why people have a hard time learning English language. Is
I
because
know,
there's
I
so many
know.
inflections. Like you could say or
Yeah, like means different. It's
all.
all different.
I just realized that was a bad example because it has to be bleeped out.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
The reason why we bleep it out is for YouTube. Which, thank you so much for listening to Should We Leave? Thank you thank you so much for listening to Should We Leave?
Should we leave? And honestly, should we leave?
Should we leave?
I had a should we leave moment at work today where I was at work and I was like, should I leave? 100%. And I left.
And I haven't
Okay, wait.
I haven't been putting myself in leaving situations recently because I just want to be home and I don't need to leave.
Here's one thing you should know. You should never put yourself in a situation where you might want to leave. Just stay at home.
Just stay at home.
Stay at home. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe. What else is there to do? Like, give us 5 stars. Send it to your
Give
group
us 5
chat.
stars. Watch it on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. I think we're going to be making some fun, interesting, different vlog content that's like kind of like a bonus to the episodes. Just I don't know. We're just testing something out. This is just all one big experiment.
one big yeah, this is a social experiment and you're a part of it now.
And we would love to hear from you if you like it.
Yeah, if you like us, like let us know, I guess.
So weird. It's so weird.
Right now, most of the feedback I'm getting is that I'm ugly. So I would
thin lips, ugly, chubby, and mid.
Ugly, chubby, and mid.
Don't say that.
But yeah, let us know. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye. Na 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 da 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 da.